Welcome to the Community Update in English. Today is May 1st, 2020, May Day, or Labor Day here in Mexico. I have a special guest with me today, Marisa Comeya, sorry Marisa, of Los Cabos Children's Foundation, and also an Alliance member. Are you there? Can I hear you? All right. Hey, nice to have you with us, Marisa. We'll get to you in a second. I just want to give a couple pieces of news here, some important things that happened today. A group of senators from the United States sent a letter to the U.S. Secretary of State asking him to pressure Mexico to clarify which industries are essential industries for the U.S., because the U.S. wants to be able to continue operating during the pandemic. They're wanting to protect the U.S.-Mexico supply chain, basically wanting Mexico to clarify the essential businesses. They want Mexico to include industries providing components to the food, medical, transportation, infrastructure, aerospace, automotive, and defense sectors. In some other news, the Los Cabos Hotel Association talks about plans to reopen the hotel industry. They mentioned that the hotel reactivation will begin soon and be in stages once tourists are ready to return to Los Cabos, emphasizing that all means necessary will be put in place so to ensure safety of the tourists and also that the tourists feel safe. Mauricio Salecrup of the Los Cabos Hotel Association said that 15% of the hotels will open by the end of May, and by late June, 40% will be open, with hotels continuing to reopen through December. The forecast is the number of visitors will be back to where they were before the health crisis by the first quarter of next year. Well, that's some good news, wouldn't you say, Marisa?
Definitely, Korey. I'm glad that's going on already.
Yeah, and although, we do have that good news, there's still a pretty severe health situation happening, and we're looking at the peak happening this week of the coronavirus, like between May 8th and May 15th. And the other thing, obviously, is the economic situation. And if you're looking at the first quarter of next year getting back to where we were before, there's going to be a lot of people out of work, and for a long time, and there's a lot of people out of work right now. And I invited Marisa tonight to talk a little bit about, we are both in the Bajacaliforniasur Community Alliance, both board members. And Marisa, tell us about, you and I had the opportunity to go out and give out dispenses in San Jose last week. Can you talk a little bit about the experience and what you saw, what your impressions were?
Sure, Korey. Well, as you know, that's precisely the purpose of the Community Alliance. We wanted to make sure that all efforts were united and worked together towards one main focus, and that's just to support each other in our communities. And really, the food delivery is a great example of that. I mean, it's in these times of social distancing, when you see how people from different areas in our community come together to help each other, it's just a wonderful feeling of hope, and I'm glad we can be part of it, but everybody can, so just join us.
Absolutely. And one of the things that touched me and was pretty amazing to see was, the military that was out there and the police that were supporting us, and just all the folks that came out. There's businesses, Inner Ceramic was out there, brought trucks. There's a lot of businesses putting trucks, putting volunteers out in the field with us, and I just thought it was amazing to see everyone working together.
It is. It's truly inspiring. It makes you appreciate the real nature of human beings, which is caring for each other. I think we all have it inside of us, and we just need a little motivation, and that certainly made it for many people. And yes, the armed forces and the security from the state, the state police and municipal are doing a great job of making sure deliveries are done in an orderly manner, and it's truly inspiring. So everybody join us. Come out there.
And just looking on the website, you can actually go to the website at acbcs.org.mx, and when you go to the About tab, there's an update of the weekly goals, and we continuously update these things. And one of the things that I see on here is there's 84 different businesses and nonprofits that are now involved in the Alliance, which is amazing, and we're getting more every day. People are getting involved. Marisa, would you talk a little bit about, because not only were we giving food in San Jose, but just more of the whole operation going on throughout the whole state?
Yeah, well, as you say, Korey, we have a very large machine working towards our community. The Alliance coordination for food distribution is centralized by one of our sister organizations, Comeya, and they are in charge of operations, but really, you know, everybody, as you mentioned, many businesses, people that are not working fully right now are working in all levels of this coordination and operations of distribution. So what happens is there's a hub that concentrates all information about the needs, and then that goes to an analysis team that figures out where distributions need to happen. We're starting to sweep the most vulnerable areas in the urban cities and areas of La Paz and cabosanlucas and sanjosedelcabo. We are soon to begin distributing in the rural areas as well, and up north in the Loreto, Comundu, and Leche municipalities as well. So the information is done. Then comes the volunteering team that trains everybody that goes out there to make sure that we are responsible with the pandemic and we minimize risk to zero. And we also get to help this great endeavor. So it's a huge team. You know, it's a great thing how people can actually work together towards common goals. So.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I see that we're up to almost 10,000 dispenses that have been given out. And I also just want to there's so many businesses involved and so many different organizations. It's hard to talk about every single one of them. But I would like to mention that Pueblo Bonito is definitely giving a lot of support on the logistics side of things, and just want to give them a big thank you. I know they've been really jumping in and helping us do this.
Yeah, as you know, the Business Council, the Consejo Coordinador of loscabos, is an active member of an alliance, and they pull together all the hotels that are members of the Hotel Association, restaurants from Canirac, businesses from Canaco. So really, I mean, you're right, we couldn't mention them all, but we will make sure to recognize all their efforts, whether they are in money or in kind or people or services, in our website. So look them up and join that list. I mean,
and if you go to the website, you can actually see everybody that's involved. And I just want to, thank everyone that's on there, and just, it's so appreciated. And we have more people joining every day. Things are starting to ramp up with the distribution. We'll have more and more going out. I know more dispensers are arriving. And Marisa, we didn't get a chance to talk about the medical equipment also that's being bought for all the doctors, but I know that you're heavily involved in that. And we have some masks arriving, hopefully this week, those types of things. But I'm going to have you back, so thank you for being here today.
Great. Thank you, Korey.
And we'll just please everyone go to the website acbcs.org.mx. You can sign up to be a volunteer. Now, please be patient with us. We have a lot of people that want to volunteer, so we are getting back to you as soon as possible. And you will go through a training program, learn about the biosafety when you go out there to deliver dispenses. But we really appreciate the whole community support, and it's just critical to mention we are not affiliated with any government organizations. This is a totally private sector initiative. So, but we are working in coordination with the government. So anyway, we'll let you go, and Guillermo, I'm going to send it back to you. Everybody have a great night. Thanks.
De regreso, como siempre, muchísimas gracias, mi querido Korey, por tener, como siempre, las noticias en inglés para nosotros todos los martes y los viernes.
Esto fue Al Fin en Inglés.
6 de la tarde con 59 minutos. Ahora sí, mi querido José Olvera, Conejín, ya nos vamos. Fin de semana, primer día del mes de mayo. Nos despedimos, Armando Sánchez.